greet you with peace, and I greet you with love. This is a beautiful morning over here. I just woke up after doing my morning prayers. Before the kids woke up, I said, let me just share something with you. I titled this soul food as the mind versus the soul. The mind versus the soul. Not everybody really understand that there is difference between the mind and the soul. This specific teaching this morning it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. This soul food is for the old souls. Before we even go into what the mind is and what the soul is, I want to first thank you and appreciate you for your love, your support. I don't always have time to show you the appreciation, but I'm very grateful for it. This page is a new page, and yet every day it's growing. So much love. People always share, and I thank you. Who is this one? No problem. So I thank you. When we say the mind and the soul, what are we really talking about? What are we really talking about when we say mind, soul? What is it? And why do Oguname call his teaching soul food? These are all what we're going to be talking about this morning. Before we talk about the mind, let's go deep a little into what the soul is. Before you understand the things of the soul, you must be first. These are the type of teachers I'm so emotional about. Before you understand the things of the soul, you must first be connected to your own soul. If not, you will never really have the deep understanding about soul. Good morning. When we say soul, when you hear the word soul, in Africa, all native tribe have different language they call soul. Yeah. In Benin, we call soul Eyi. Eyi. When we say soul, wherever you hear the word soul, know that they are telling you about a multi-dimensional being that is existing within different dimensions and different realms. And we have different type of soul. All souls are not the same. I've done a teaching before, soul series, on my YouTube channel. Where I break down different type of souls, soul relations, soul. Many things about soul I did in that series, which I can't repeat all here now. But here, right now, I just want to define soul for you. The soul is a multi-dimensional being that is existing between different realm, time, and space. And we have different type of soul. There are volunteer souls. There are individual souls. And there is a collective soul. Volunteer souls are those souls that always set up a mission to go around the universe to balance the energy. They also have their own functions and they all can't go deep into those things now. Collective souls are mostly common with animals. But some humans have it also, especially those who are mankind. You have to know the difference between humans and mankind. A lot of things is going on in this earth. We are not the same. Don't let anybody deceive you and say you are the same. It's a lie. This water is not the same water. Individual souls, it's a very different kind of soul with different kind of a mission. But regardless the type of soul you have, when it comes to the mind, it's a different thing entirely. It's a different subject. Because now that you have known that the soul is a multi-dimensional being existing in different time and space and realm, then what is the mind? That's why if you always follow my teachings, you must have noticed where I always say that you are not the body, you are a ghost on a ride, and your soul don't live inside your body. Don't let people deceive you. The soul don't need the body. The only thing that connects to your body is your own astral self, which take light now from the soul. Okay, see it like this. See your soul as the sun, and see your astral self, the spirit or mind, whatever you want to call it. See it as the moon. When it is aligned, just as the moon always attracts light from the sun to shine into this earth, that is how you are supposed to function. That alignment is not clicking, your soul can leave you. We have so many people today who are lost souls. We call them lost souls, don't mean that they are so lost. They call them lost soul because they are disconnected from their soul. And if you are not using a collective soul or a volunteer soul, those ones don't have patience. They don't have patience because why? Since you are not following the program, they will leave you. then you will not be stuck in a mattress. That's where death starts from. Your voice is low. I'm sorry, I cannot scream. This is the best I can give now. The kids are sleeping. This is this type of teaching. I don't talk so loud. So I'm sorry, Eunice, I can't do more than I'm doing now. Maybe you can increase the volume of your phone more. Okay, what is the mind? Since we have known the soul now, what is the mind? Opinions are, yeah, same to you. Today is really, I think, a new month. Thank you. Same to you. What is the mind? And how does the mind come to existence? The mind is the astral self that is being created out of the illusion of self-identity. I'll break it down for you again. The mind, your mind, is the astral self that is being created out of the illusional self-identity. Are you a native doctor? We will get there very soon. I'm a soul doctor. I don't address myself as a native doctor. I'm a soul doctor. That's what I am. That's why my teachings are soul food. So if the mind is the illusional self that is being created out of that self-identical self, then it simply means that when a child is born, you are not born with your mind. I'll break it down again. If your mind, that voice you always hear in your head, that thing that I always tell you, those sounds, if that's your mind, which is an illusionista, you have to know the power of your mind. I've done teachings about these things before. You have to go to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of teachings there. Okay. If your mind was born out of the illusion of self-identification of that yourself, which means before you were born, you don't have a mind yet. You were not having a mind. When you were inside your mother's stomach, you were not thinking, oh, what kind of color of chair would my mother have in this living room? What kind of car will my father be driving? Oh, what type of street would they be living? If I'm born into this family now, can they feed me? Do I have siblings already? Nothing like that exists when you were in your womb, because your mind was still formless. So, the moment you are born, from the age of 0 to 3, you are still one with your soul and your universe. That's why we call babies God. They still have the God mind, where the ego self has not been constructed, where the mind has not been given birth to. But from the age of 3 upwards, that's where you see your baby start saying, this is mine, this is mine, give me, it's mine. That identity, self, ego, start giving birth. That is where your mind starts rising. That is where your mind start coming into existence. So the moment now that your mind start coming into existence, your mind now become like a partner with your soul. Babies still have it. From that age of 3 to age of 7, they still have it automatically because of their godly nature. But from the age of 7, where you don't have parents or people who really guide you or guided you, then you can start losing it small. Depends on the doctrine they are feeding you. Depends on the soul food they are feeding you. What is soul food? Let's go there a little before we continue. Whenever you hear my teaching, where I always say soul food, hashtag soul food, I'm connecting you to something. It means that's your multi-dimensional being that is existing between different time, space, and realm, which is connected to that your body. Your soul is not in your mother's womb. You have to know these things. No, people will not tell you. The soul don't have to be in your mother's womb. What your soul do is to activate the egg in your mother's womb and choose it as a vessel to use. The moment your soul choose, I don't want to wake the kids. The moment your soul choose that egg now, the work starts in the factory. So see the womb, if you want to talk in a technical way, see the womb as a factory of the body. And your mother is your creator, plus your father who designed the act. So see your father as the architect to designing, but your mother creates it and brings it into manifestation. That's why the womb is the most sacred place in the whole of the universe. Where her vagina is the most sacred portal in the whole of this universe. Gods and men worship her. That's why we call woman God. We don't just say a lot of things for no reason. We know exactly what we're talking about. So, that moment now where that body is being made, is being created, is being fabricated, is being produced, any word you understand. The moment she deliver, that's why you don't hear the baby crying in her womb. The baby only shows sign and movement in her womb. Those signs and movements you feel in her womb is because the baby has become the ear, the eye of the soul. So when things are going on, the father is talking to the baby, the soul is listening for you to now get a sign that yes, I am here. Yes, I can hear you. I can see you. Then the soul will not trigger that movement. That is where you will hear the mother will say, kick, a kick, a kick. The father will say, kick. Yes, those are connection of the soul and the body completely aligned. Before you're born, many of your children, their soul is far older than your grandmother. It's far